Hello everyone, I hope you all are fine. So today we will start with the second term syllabus of chemistry and the chapter which we are going to start, that is chapter number 4. Name of the chapter is Atoms, Molecules and Radicals. Now in our previous term we had studied about matter, and in the matter we had studied that all the particles, either they are atoms or they are molecules, they make up the matter. They are the basic units from which all the things around us or within us or of which we are made up of, they all are either atoms or they are molecules, or we can call them the tiny particles. Now all these tiny particles, how they lead to the formation of larger particles, that also we had studied. And in this chapter, first of all, we will study the basic part, that is what is an atom. Then we will study about what are molecules, then how do the molecules they are formed, then we will study about compounds, then we will study about valency. After that we will study about radicals, which are charge carrying particles, how do they combine together, and periodic table in brief, and the position of the elements. Clear? So starting with, first of all, what is an atom? First chapter also we had studied atom is the smallest unit of an element, smallest unit of an element which takes part in chemical reaction. Smallest unit of an element which takes part in a chemical reaction. What is an element? Element is the pure substance which cannot be further divided into simpler substances by any sort of chemical or any sort of physical means. Element we can't divide. Atom is divisible, but element we can't divide. Element is a pure substance. Now atoms, there are 118 elements. 118 elements have been discovered so far. Out of them, some are natural and some are artificial, means synthesized in the laboratory. Mostly all are natural. Now 118 elements, each particular atom is having a particular symbol which we call chemical symbol, or it is also known as atomic symbol. Now how the symbols they are assigned? They are generally assigned based on the chemical name or elemental name of the particular element. Like hydrogen, first element, it is given the symbol H. Helium, it is given He. Carbon, it is given C. Nitrogen, it is given N. Oxygen, O, and so on. Now why not for hydrogen and helium both H? Because if both hydrogen and helium they are written as H and H, then there will be a confusion. So in order to avoid the confusion, for helium it is He and for hydrogen it is H. Similarly other elements, they also have been given or assigned the specific symbols. Now all particular atoms, they combine with one another. Like hydrogen combines with oxygen, so there is formation of water, H2O. Carbon combines with oxygen, there is formation of carbon dioxide. Sodium combines with oxygen, there is formation of sodium oxide. And many more compounds are formed. Now how do these compounds are formed? This is explained with the help of valency. What is valency? Valency is known as the combining capacity of the element. Combining capacity means with how many elements a particular atom or an element can combine. So like if one atom, like here oxygen, it is combining with how much hydrogen atoms? 2 particulars. So valency of oxygen, it is 2. If carbon it combines with 4 hydrogen atoms. 4 hydrogen atoms. So the valency of carbon is 4. If hydrogen combines with 1 hydrogen to form H2, so the valency of hydrogen it is 1. So number of atoms with which a particular atom combines, that is said to be its valency. And valency could be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 4 we have the valency. Now valency is never a negative quantity, it is always a positive quantity. It is a general number given based on the atomic number. We have 118 elements, I earlier said. Each particular element is given a suitable and specific atomic number. So based on that, their valency is also calculated. Now 0 valency is only for noble gases like helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon and radon. 1, it could be of hydrogen, it could be of sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium and francium. Many more elements are there. Then 2 for different, 3 for different and 4 for different. Now one thing keep in mind, the elements which have valency equal to 1, one table is given in your book. So in that table you can see elements having valency equal to 1, they are known as monovalent. Elements having valency of 2, they are known as divalent. With 3 they are known as trivalent. And with 4 they are known as tetravalent. So their examples I will write here. Monovalent, it is hydrogen, it is chlorine, it is fluorine, it is sodium, it is potassium. Divalent, beryllium, oxygen, magnesium, calcium. Then trivalent, aluminium, boron, nitrogen, phosphorus. Tetravalent, carbon, silicon. Clear? So these all are the general examples. These are the examples. And the term used for the particular elements having valency 1, 2, 3 and 4, that is known as this one. Clear? Now valency, it is a combining capacity. Based on valency, different elements they combine together. Like if hydrogen is having valency of 1, so H will combine with only one H to form H2. Clear? Hydrogen combines with oxygen. So here combining capacity of hydrogen is 1 and of oxygen it is 2. So oxygen combines with 2, hydrogen combines with 1. So this is again lead to the formation of H2O. So different compounds are formed in this particular manner. One more term is there, atomicity. Atomicity. What is atomicity? Atomicity is the number of atoms present in the particular molecule of that element. Like H2. How many atoms are present? 2 hydrogen atoms are present. So this particular molecule, this is a molecule, this is not an atom. H2, O2, F2, Cl2, N2 if written, these represents the molecule. Atom always it is a single symbolic representation. Clear? So H2, it is having 2 atoms. So this particular element is said, molecule is said to be diatomic and the atomicity is 2. 2 means di, 3 means tri, 4 means tetra, 1 means mono. Clear? So atomicity for the hydrogen it is 2. For ozone, formula is O3. It is 3 atomicity and it is known as triatomic molecule. For phosphorus, it is P4 and it is known as tetraatomic. And for sulfur, it is 8. Sulfur exists in the S8 crown ring form, so it is known as octaatomic. While all the noble gases, they are monoatomic, just like one single He that represents the atom as well as the molecule of that particular noble gas. So it is known as monoatomic, as it is having the atomicity of 1. Clear? So 1 monatomic, 2 diatomic, 3 triatomic, 4 tetra, and 8 it is octaatomic.